Yo guys, it's Safe Beer. Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to the channel. Today it's a flipping huge video. Probably the biggest video I've done on this channel yet in terms of like the occasion. It's the biggest video I've done on this channel yet. It's the biggest game Chelsea have had in a long time because there's a chance at silverware here. It's the big game tomorrow, obviously. It's the match preview for the Carabao Cup final between Chelsea and Liverpool. And like I said, it all goes down tomorrow. And yeah, we're going to get through the match preview right here, right now, today. And it's going to be a banger. It's going to be a banger. We've got loads to talk about. And yeah, before we do, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. Also, first link in the description is my streaming channel. Go and check that out. It'd be very much appreciated. And yeah, let's dive straight into this because, like I already said, this is a huge game. This is probably going to be our biggest game to date at the moment, as I'm about to go into my email a second. This is going to be our biggest game of the season, unless we somehow get into an FA Cup final, because obviously the FA Cup's bigger. But for the occasion and everything that's at stake for tomorrow's game, this is arguably the biggest video I've ever done on this channel. Biggest video. And we're going to get straight into it right here, right now. Chelsea versus Liverpool, Carabao Cup final. If you told me at the start of the season we'd be in the Carabao Cup final, well, based off the form we had at the start of the season, I would have been like, yeah, right, mate, we're not making it to any final. We're not making it to any final, because it wasn't only a couple games ago, before we made it into the final, that I was saying this is going to be one of our worst, this is going to be a worse season than last season. And last season was absolutely dreadful, but we've somehow clawed our way to a final, and I will absolutely take that. I would absolutely take that. With the form we've had, with the shite season we had last season, and let's be real, if you judge the season off a whole in terms of the league and everything like that, we have not had a good season again. We have not had a good season. For what's at stake tomorrow is huge. It's absolutely huge for the club. And why is it so huge for the club? You might be looking at this if you're a rival fan and going, haha, Chelsea Football Club, how far have they fallen? Saying this is a huge game for a Carabao Cup, because obviously, let's be real, a Carabao Cup, in terms of every trophy a Premier League team can win, you know, Carabao Cup, Conference, Europa, you know, etc, etc, etc. It's probably bottom of the list. It's probably bottom. But for this team, for this young team, for this new ownership, it is very, very essential. Very, very essential. Not just because of the run of form we've been on for the whole of last season. We didn't even make it to a final last season. So we had a dreadful season last season, finishing 12th or 11th, one of the two. I've completely forgot that season. We've had an awful season this season. We're currently sitting 10th. You know, what a nice way it would be to just at least win a trophy. It would dim it down. It would make us feel better. It would make us feel better for a little bit of time. Do you know what I mean? Admittedly, it would make us feel better. And it's a trophy, something to celebrate. A Carabao Cup, something you celebrate for a couple of days, 2 days, 3 days. You know what I'm trying to say? But also for the spine of this young team. We know our team, it's one of the youngest teams in the league. You know, we've got like an average age of like 23 or 24. So look, it's the youngest team in the league. It's a new team. It's essentially a team full of babies and nappies. For this team, winning a trophy, it gives that taste of winning. It gives that taste of wanting to win more. Especially in a stadium like Wembley. 80,000 fans in that stadium roaring. You know what I'm trying to say? When we win that trophy, imagine if we win that trophy tomorrow. We lift that up. That feeling from those young players of even just lifting the Carabao Cup. We want them to think in their head, well, should make them think in their heads, oh, imagine winning the Champions League. Imagine winning the Champions League with this club. Imagine winning the Premier League with this club, the fans roaring, how the roar would go, how you'd feel, you know what I'm trying to say? It would give them that taste, that spite of wanting to win more. And it would hopefully push the further development of the team on more. And it also, because obviously the final kicks off mid-February, well, towards the end of February, we've still got another 2 months left of the league, 2 months, 2.5 months left of the league, I don't know what it is. It gives these players, hopefully, a big mentality boost going into any game going, all right, okay, we've just won a trophy against a big team who are top of the league right now, Liverpool. Hopefully, it will take that mentality for these players. Not in an underestimated way where we go to teams and we underestimate and go, yeah, you ain't won a trophy. Like, in a way like, yes, we can beat this team, but we're disciplined. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And hopefully we can kick on and get into a better position in the league. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So There's big things at stake tomorrow. Big things at stake tomorrow. Obviously, winning the Carabao Cup would be quite nice, especially with the fact that I'm going to read a stat here. Chelsea haven't gone 2 consecutive seasons without a trophy in 20 years. It's been 20 years since we've gone 2 seasons without it. So if we don't win one tomorrow, and we somehow get knocked out of the FA Cup at whatever round or whatever, that's 2 years. That's 2 seasons gone where we haven't won a trophy for the first time in 20 years. Big. It's big. The last time we actually were at Wembley, last time we won a cup at Wembley, by the way, was 2018. We lost one in 2019, lost one in 2020, lost one in 2021, lost one in 2022, another one in 2022 as well, obviously both under Tuchel, and both were against Liverpool. So there's another thing at stake here, revenge. Revenge, and in both ways, because we played Liverpool at the start of the season at the Bridge, we drew 1-1. I actually think we were the better team on that day. And then obviously we played them recently, only 2 months ago, no, only a month ago or something like that, maybe a month and a half ago, where we lost 4-1. We got decapitated, to say the least. You know what I'm trying to say? It was an awful experience to watch. There's that type of thing. We want to get revenge off that thing. There's a lot that's changed since then. Liverpool, you know, you could say against Luton in their last game, they didn't look great. We've racked up some sort of form recently. You know, we're looking okay. We've racked up some sort of form. I quite like it. And also the fact that obviously the 2 finals we last played in, which were both at Wembley and they were both against Liverpool, we drew both of the games but lost on penalties in both of them against Liverpool. So we want to get that revenge against them. You know what I'm trying to say? We want to get that. You know, Liverpool are a rival. They're a rival. We want to get that over them. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it has to be up there. The mentality has to be up there tomorrow. And I liked one thing that Pochettino said in his press conference, which kind of reminds me of a Mourinho quote in some similar way. He said something along the lines of, finals aren't there to be played, they're there to be won. And do you know what? Put everything aside from Pochettino, I like that mentality. I absolutely love that mentality from Pochettino. Finals aren't there to be played. And this is one thing that I'm going to say for the first time to Pochettino. Look, I may dislike Pochettino. I might come on here and criticise him where he deserves to be criticised. But tomorrow, win by any means necessary. I don't care if we haven't got style of play tomorrow. I don't care if we haven't got style of play tomorrow. I don't care if we've set up defensively. I don't care if we attack too much. I don't care how we play tomorrow. This is the one game I will look at Pochettino this season. Even after this final tomorrow, I'm looking at Pochettino tomorrow just for the final and going, win it by any means necessary because it's a final. I don't care if we've not got style of play. Just win the final. Just win the cup. Just win the trophy and bring it home. Bring something. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It gives something for this club. A bit of life. You know what I'm trying to say? So, this is the one game. After this game, I still want to see some style of play in the league, by the way. When it comes to the league and the FA Cup runs, I want to see some style of play, something integrated into this team. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But for the final, I don't care. Win it by any means necessary. I don't care. I just want that excitement. I want that enjoyment of winning a trophy. I haven't felt it in ages. It's like I'm scratching like a crack addict. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, we've got to do it. It's a great time to play Liverpool because, like I said, they haven't been off form in terms of results, but apparently by the way they play, especially against Luton, apparently they've dropped off a little bit. And they've obviously had a load of injuries. You hear about it on Sky Sports. They're milking it. They're absolutely milking it from the top. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, the whole thing of Klopp, Klopp's leaving thing. Oh, Liverpool have about 4 injuries to the squad. I think they've got Salah out, or he's going to be on the bench. I think Salah's going to be on the bench. I don't think he's going to start. And they're missing Alisson, which is huge. I will say Alisson's huge. They're missing another 2 players. I can't remember who they were, but they're missing another 2 players as well. Key players. We've got a good opportunity to beat Liverpool tomorrow. Very, very good opportunity tomorrow. I think the only one you can really look at that starting 11 for Liverpool and go, all right, okay, that's a starter. That's a good starter. Is Van Dijk and I think Robertson. I don't know if he's injured or not. And there's Diaz. They're the only 3 that you can really look at. Like I said, I don't know if Robertson's injured or not. That you can look at and you go, okay, that's dangerous. But with Salah out, that's a big miss. Trent out, that's a big miss. With that Szoboszlai out, big miss. And they've got Alisson, like I think I've already mentioned. They've got big misses. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a great time to play Liverpool, especially for this final. Don't get me wrong, we have injuries as well. We have injuries, but we're kind of used to these injuries. We get it so often now. It's like you're used to it. I think the only big player we're really missing out right now that we're not obviously always used to missing out is Thiago Silva. You know what I'm trying to say? So, there's that. But you hear it all over Sky Sports at the moment, oh, injuries to Liverpool. Oh, it's Liverpool are the underdogs right now. But yet they're sitting at top of the table. And Chelsea are sitting 10th. But, Chelsea missed, so many more injuries. I can guarantee you we've got more injuries than Liverpool to key players. But, you won't hear that from Sky Sports because, they love to milk, they love to milk the absolute hell out of Liverpool. That's what it is. Also, you've got the thing of Klopp as well. Oh, Klopp's farewell tour. Oh, his farewell tour. I don't give a bollocks about his farewell tour. I couldn't give a crap. I want us to ruin that farewell tour tomorrow. I want us to win that trophy. I want to see Klopp tears on the sideline. That's what I want to see. And Poch, I want to see celebrating. I want to see that tomorrow. I want us to ruin the celebrations. I want us to ruin the parade. Even if the ref is against us. It's Chelsea versus the world. That's what it's always been. You know what I'm trying to say? I want to see that tomorrow. I want to see that eagerness, aggressiveness, the will to ruin their party. No shit's given. Ruin it by all means necessary, and in any way means necessary. I want to see the dark arts on the pitch tomorrow. Slide tackles with discipline and cleverness. You know what I'm trying to say? Time wasting, getting their heads. You know what I mean? I want to see it tomorrow. And what a win it would be to get over these lot. What a win it would be. So we've got to win by any means necessary. Without jibber-jabbering enough more, let's get into the team I would go with for tomorrow's game. So let's go with the starting 11. So obviously taking injuries into account. Not taking any injuries into account because Chelsea don't have any injuries. You know what I'm trying to say? Sky Sports, Chelsea don't have any injuries, right? It's always just Liverpool, isn't it? You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I actually did struggle with the starting 11 because there's a couple players that I was thinking, should he be in? Should this player be in? But I'll get into it and explain why after I've read through the 11. So, Petrovic in goal, Ben Chilwell left back, Colwill and Disasi as your two centre-backs, Gusto right back, Enzo Fernandez Caicedo your double pivot midfield, Sterling left wing, Gallagher cam, Palmer right wing, and Jackson as the ST. Now let me explain why I've chosen these players in this position. So Petrovic standard, keep it going. He looks brilliant. If I see Robert Sanchez starting tomorrow, it's disgraceful. And that's where I will look at Pochettino and I'll blame him tomorrow and go, what the are you doing? Because this guy's undroppable. If you put him in, if you put Sanchez in instead of him, it will blow my mind into smithereens. That's the only one where I'm there like, you can't replace him. You can't replace him. Ben Chilwell left back. Again, we don't really have any more left backs. Cucurella is slowly coming back from injury. I think he's in team training now. So that's great to see, but he won't be available tomorrow. So Chilwell has to play there. Colwill, Disasi, I want to see this partnership tomorrow. I've heard Thiago Silva is back from injury, but he'll be on the bench more than likely. I love Thiago Silva as much as the next person. I love him. I'm one of the only people, well, not one of the only, but one of few that will actually back Thiago Silva to the hills. I love the guy. But from what I've been seeing this season, Colwill and Disasi is that centre-back partnership. It works better. Our team ticks quicker. It ticks quicker, better, more fluid. I just want to see that tomorrow. Them two, especially Disasi. Oh my God. I'm telling you this. The way he's speaking after games, the way he's playing as well, the last 3 or 4 games, he's starting to become one of the players I really like. So fair play to Disasi, keep it up. Colwill, play him in that left centre-back position. He needs that. Like I said, if I swear to God and I see him at left back tomorrow, I'm done. He has to play a centre back with Disasi. Them two were brilliant against Man City. Brilliant. Gusto right back, obviously self-explanatory. Keep it up, Gusto. You've been unbelievable, and he's the only right back we've got. Enzo Fernandez Caicedo as well. Play them in an actual pivot tomorrow. I don't want to see Enzo pushed up too far. I don't want to see Caicedo isolated too much. You know what I'm trying to say? I want them both deep in that double pivot, an actual double pivot tomorrow, because I fully believe Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo can bully Liverpool's midfield tomorrow. Can fully bully Liverpool's midfield tomorrow with that Curtis Jones and McAllister and stuff. I fully believe they can get the better of them tomorrow. Fully. On the big occasion as well. Absolutely. Casiello's played at Wembley before. He knows the experience. Enzo Fernandez played in big games before. World Cup winner. He knows that type of feeling. You know what I'm trying to say? And I've just got big faith in these two. Big faith in these two tomorrow. I think the midfield is going to win the game for either two teams. I think it's going to be the midfield. I think our defence might be a little bit better than Liverpool's this season in this game tomorrow. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah. Now Sterling left wing. You might be shocked, and I've seen a lot of people put in, Nkunku out on the left or Jackson out on the left. Why have I gone with Sterling on the left? It's so unlike me. I get it. It's so unlike me, but he's used to these big games. Sterling's used to these big games. He's played against Liverpool God knows how many times in big games, on the big occasions. He's played on Wembley on big occasions many times for City. Won it many times for City. He also scored in the last game. I don't think he played well in the last game, but he scored in the last game. I just don't think he's going to get dropped. I don't think he'll be dropped by Pochettino at all. If you tell me Mudrik's going to be starting tomorrow, this is why I was confused. I would have started Mudrik because of that pacing behind. His pace either way of beating a Liverpool defence either way. He'd absolutely out-sprint him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But that Liverpool high line on a break, if we played away like we played against City, against Liverpool, we'd catch Liverpool off guard many times with that Mudrik pace. So if Mudrik starts, I am not complaining tomorrow. But I just see Sterling starting with a goal as well, with his experience. I see it. I'm not really complaining about either two, to be fair, because this is the one game I won't complain about Sterling unless he's playing shit. You know what I'm trying to say? And then I'll be like, hack him off at half time if he's playing awful. So, yeah, it's just with Sterling, he could produce a goal or assist even when he's playing crap at any time. And you need that in a big game like this. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah. Gallagher and Cam, again. You look at this game and you're thinking Nkunku. This screams Nkunku. In the last game we played against Liverpool, even though we lost 4-1, Nkunku scored a brilliant goal in that game when he came off the bench. I still think Nkunku's not 100% fit. That's the thing. I think he's been out for so long, and then he came back, and then he went out for so long again. I still don't think he's 100% fit. Again, if Nkunku starts over Gallagher, I'm all for it. I'm fine with that. But for this game tomorrow, with the pressing that we're going to have to do to cover up the ground, we're going to have to cover up so much ground against Liverpool. Because we know Liverpool, they're always fit and ready. So we need that one person to cover the ground, eat the grass up, put in the challenges. And I think Gallagher's that guy, especially in a big game for his boyhood club. He's going to be there. He wants to win the trophy. Play Gallagher. He's also been on some decent form as well. So, yeah, if you tell me Nkunku starts as well, I ain't complaining. And that goes with up top as well. Palmer on the right goes with Palmer as well. If you tell me Palmer doesn't start and Nkunku does on the right, I'm taking it. Why? Because I don't think Palmer's been that great recently. But again, we've seen it on big occasions. Community Shield for City this season. He popped up with the goal that won City the Community Shield. The goal that popped up, he popped up with a goal to win City the Super Cup this season as well. We've seen him on big occasions this season for us as well. You know what I mean? In big games, he stepped up and he's done really, really well on the big occasions. He's used to being there in Wembley in big games. Palmer, he is that X factor. He is that X factor. I don't think he's been playing well recently, but he's got an X factor about him. Palmer plays, I'm happy with it. You know what I'm trying to say? And then Jackson up top. Jackson, I think, has been playing brilliantly since he's come back from AFCON. I think his mentality has improved so much more. The way he speaks as well, brilliant. I honestly think Jackson could bag tomorrow. Jackson could bag tomorrow, and I think this could... If Jackson bags tomorrow and we win, I think it's a big statement. I think it would be a big statement for Jackson. Very big, and he needs that. He needs that. I would love nothing more than Jackson to score tomorrow, because it would be like, you know how Drogba used to always score in finals? He used to always turn up, big game player, big occasion, big moments. It was always Drogba to win us the big trophies. Or trophies, you know what I'm trying to say? Jackson, I've just got that feeling. I've got that feeling about him. Big game. Maybe does he follow in his idol's footsteps? I think his idol's Drogba. I'm not too sure. But he has mentioned a couple of times about Drogba being one of his idols. So he needs to offer that tomorrow. And yeah, that's the starting 11 I'll go for tomorrow. Let me know in the comments down below what yours would be. So, score prediction. It's so weird because I've got two. And my head, do you know what? My head is telling me Liverpool are going to beat us 2-1. No, I've got to be honest, my head is telling me Liverpool are going to beat us 2-1, yeah. But my heart is saying Chelsea are going to win 2-1. So I think the scoreline is going to be 2-1 either way. I don't think it's going to be a draw like the last two that we played against these lot. I've just got to say it. I've got to be honest and I've got to say it. I'm going to back the heart. Chelsea are going to beat Liverpool tomorrow 2-1. I'm backing the heart. You've got to back the heart. You've got to back it. And I just feel like Chelsea are going to win tomorrow. Honestly. Don't listen to the head. Back the heart. Bleed blue. Up the flipping Chelsea. And I'll see you all tomorrow. An hour after the game. Well, around an hour after the game. I want to see the celebrations, obviously. So it may be a bit longer than usual, guys. But yeah, be ready. Notification bell on. Like, subscribe. Let me know your comment. Let me know your predictions down below. And yeah, I'm back in the bloody art. Come on, Chelsea. Any means necessary. Get that trophy. Get that trophy tomorrow. Up the flipping Chelsea. Take care, all. Let's get it tomorrow. Peace.